Denise Liggett is with us from the Indiana County Tourist Bureau as she visits with us once a month, and it's good to have you back on the air with us. Good morning.
Good morning, Todd. It's nice to have you back on the air with us as well.
Oh, how sweet. Brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. So I'm all about this guide, Denise, the Visit Indiana County, Pennsylvania guide.
I'm so glad you like it.
Look at this. It's spectacular.
Thank you.
My goodness.
A lot of people put a lot of work into this. Jen Buckles, who's our graphic designer, lays it out, and the copy is always revised. And, of course, with the appreciation of our members, we update their content inside, and then they those who recognize the benefits, which we're so grateful that they do, they place an ad inside because this is well distributed, and it is, our main promotional piece. But did you catch the little cover with everyone doing a selfie?
I did. I did, and I think that's lovely.
Yeah.
That's I'm not a selfie person, but I understand why people do that.
Yeah, it just worked out for us. We're happy, and I am glad that you like it, and we're thrilled, and we just have so many great things to be able to talk about here in Indiana County, promoting our #1 PA Trail of the Year, and of course Jimmy Stewart Museum, and how they've done some renovations and updates this year, and then of course our Christmas tree capital of the world. So we're excited. We're glad it's done.
Yeah.
We are glad that it's done. And once again, we printed the 100,000 copies, and Gazette printers did that for us. And I did find a survey, actually. There was a study done by Destination Analysis, and visitor guide readers say an average of 1.9 days longer than visitors using other methods of planning their travel.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, I guess maybe because they just pack it up and take it with them, and
well, plus what they do is they get this book and they see everything that's in it, and they say to themselves, "Wow, there's a lot more there than I thought, and this is going to take longer because we can't miss this or we can't miss that."
Right, and sometimes having it right there in your hand. I know everyone uses an app and they go online, but there's nothing like holding print. And I heard that you were discussing the Route 422.
Yeah, that was. I had no idea that website actually existed.
Yes, that was something that we started, and I say we, the other partners of Armstrong and Indiana, Butler, and Lawrence County along 422. I think we started this maybe like 5 years ago, and of course with all the construction work that had been going on along 422 to improvement, I should say. This was something we did to, again, encourage those road trips and to see what's along, all the stops that they can make along 422.
Yeah. One of the things about the Visitor's Guide is, it's not just for people visiting Indiana County. It's for people who live here, too, to find out what all this county has to offer. And I would guess that there's a very large percentage of us who have no idea just how many things there are to do.
Right. I mean, we have new members. New locations have opened, and you are correct with that. And people say, "Oh, I don't need to read it." We'll have people stop in and they'll say, "Oh, I'm born and raised here. I don't need to, take this. I know everything that's here." And then they'll pick it up and they'll start just leafing through it, and then they go, "Oh, I didn't know this was here. I didn't know we had this. Where's this?" So it's nice to know that we can communicate, and they are put around. They're around our county locally, but we also have them shipped across Pennsylvania and other states, and some are even requested internationally. So I'm glad you like it.
Well, it's not me. It's everybody. Everybody should like it when they look at this. Now, let's talk about the organization of the guide, because there are sections of it that are going to help you if you, for instance, want to find a place to eat or drink. There's sections if you have an interest in history, in festivals, all of those different things. Putting that together, deciding how it should look, it's not a one-day process. It takes a while, and it takes a lot of people weighing in, doesn't it?
Oh, my heavens. It's the whole staff. without a doubt, because, as I said, we laid out trying to make it as easy. Places to stay, places to eat. We, of course, have the map, things to do. So we break it into the sections, and again, not only obtaining all the information to make sure that it's accurate, then we have to go in and proof, and Laura and Debbie and in the office here and everyone. And it's that proofing is the larger undertaking. It really is, because three of us can all read this, and then I actually have a friend that does proofing for us as well. And we can have three people read it and say, "Oh, this page is good," and then one other person look at it and find something. It's so frustrating. It's like, seriously, I'm so afraid to say. And then when Matt Jackson over at the Gazette Printers, we'll do a proof, and then we do another proof, and it's so hard to say, go to print.
Yeah, those fatal words.
Go to print.
Put this baby to bed, go to print, and then cover your ears.
Yeah, and that's it. And, again, of course, with this year being as challenging with events and whatnot, our annual event, we had to put in there a precaution, because we are inviting people to come here, but there's still the precautions with the COVID-19, and just letting people know that, we're a safe environment and everyone is following procedures. And, again, always labeling, check before, this may be canceled. I don't know what's going to happen in January. I don't know February. And then we do have designated pages, like there's a whole page on Jimmy Stewart, and there's a whole page on our brews and spirits and winery. And, of course, IUP has a whole page, and local history and Smithsburg and our outdoor rec. So it's just, it's fun, it's exciting, but yes, it is a lot of work.
I am looking at the Ghost Town Trail page. It is the Trail of the Year in Pennsylvania for 2020, and we got cheated out of the big fanfare that it should have been. But we know, and now because of this guide, more people will know about the Ghost Town Trail and how to access it here in Indiana County. Somebody was saying to me the other day, I have no idea that the Ghost Town Trail goes all the way into Cambria County, and it's a two-county cooperative venture, and look what it's done. It's resulted in being named the Trail of the Year.
Well, and especially this year, because of COVID-19 and the social distancing, and everyone's doing outdoor recreation. Well, what a better year than to publicize that we have the #1 trail in Pennsylvania and use that as an attraction. I mean, our Ed Patterson here is the one who had the vision to get our trail started many years ago. And as far as the Ghost Town Trail, it is, in Indiana County, it is 36 miles. Cambria County has 10. Now, they have added miles. They are adding miles on their end. But it is a beautiful trail. And then, we just recently had, and we were, as you say, we weren't able to have our big fanfare, but we did have Cindy Adams Dunn, the Secretary of the PA Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. She did come up, and we had a nice little unveiling and the recognition of our trail being the #1 trail of the year.
Yeah, it's just so well put together, the visitor's guide. So Denise, the question becomes, how do people get their hands on it, either electronically or in person?
Well, it is on our website at visitindianacountypa.org if they want to look at it electronically. If they would like to have one, they can either stop by the office, or they are at the hotels. They're over at the Jimmy Stewart Museum. They're in several and restaurants that are from Smithsburg to Blairsville to Homer City. They're all around the place. But an easier way is we'll be happy to mail you one. So just call the office at 724-463-7505, and Debbie will take your name and number and address, and we'll get one mailed to you.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. All right, the new visitor guide is out. You do this, every 2 years?
Every 2 years.
Meanwhile, at this time of the year, we know that there are usually festivals to look forward to. Not so much this year, but if people want to check your calendar, that's available at your website too.
That is correct. That is correct. And there's some fall fun that's still happening in October. Smithsburg is still doing their Fall Fest up there in that's October 3 and 4, and a lot of fun activities and kettle corn and wagon rides and things like that. And then Founders in Blairsville, she's doing her fest on October 3rd, and Rigger's Farm Pumpkin Patch. That's a lot of weekends in October, starting October 10th.
There you go.
So there is still some fun things to get out and do.
Yep.
Also, I just want to encourage folks, the big Jimmy Stewart airplane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Can see
that
that
went
now.
up. And it's, what an incredible feat they did there.
Yeah.
By it took only an hour and a half to get it perfectly positioned. The airplane there. It is the only airplane in the country that is set on a bank angle, rudder vanes, and the propellers spin. And for those who may not know, the Jimmy Stewart's Cessna 310, he owned two, and they were able to locate the one, and it was actually, I think, down in Texas, a scrap place or something, and they brought it back, and a lot of dedicated folks worked on it, individuals, a lot of dedication, and they got it finished, and they mounted it in front of the airport out at Jimmy Stewart Airport. And it's, we're so grateful for all their work and dedication. It's beautiful, and now we can tag this along with tour groups.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrific stuff. It's just another of the little jewels in Indiana's crown. Denise Liggett, Indiana County Tourist Bureau, congratulations on the new Visitor's Guide, and thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you, Todd. Have a good weekend.
You too. We'll see you.
Thanks. Bye.
It is WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160 FM and AM 1160 FM.